MJ! 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 MBB!
Logo basically has all the MVPs put together. They're big, yeah. MJ's on the varsity. The Rebels varsity. Yeah. I saw him.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to be part of the program. It's a special night for me because exactly 36 years ago I graduated from Epiphany tonight, 1976. And I get to do it again. I heard Roman earlier say that he might not be back. He lives right up the street. And I live down the street, and the church bells bring you back. I see you in church, and you will be back. You never leave. I know you'll be back, because the church bells always called me to come back. My son will graduate, and I will stay. I've coached here since 1978, off and on, and in other programs too. 8th grade is very emotional for coaches because usually we say so long, and some never play again. Tonight, I won't be saying so long because I will get to see every one of you again next year as I've taken a job in the Central Coast section. Whether you play basketball or football or baseball. I'd be remiss, one of my responsibilities here is, it's the biggest program in the Archdiocese of sports. We must applaud Phil and Maureen because they're running the biggest program in the Archdiocese. And it's the most players, most teams, and most diverse, and has its challenges. Many times coaches become bus drivers and so on. Every one of our coaches, I hope you know that they're all fingerprinted and Shield of Vulnerable certified, keeping your children safe. My responsibility is to help Father Eugene figure out how to pay for it. And our biggest fundraiser, we have 2 big fundraisers as well as the funds that you pay in participation fees. But the chocolate sale is actually the parish's biggest fundraiser. Earlier this week, we sent out, be quiet for a minute, fellas, 70 letters that I haven't collected in the chocolate, which is about $4,200. I talked to Father Eugene in the Philippines and asked him that I'm going to do my best to collect that $4,200, and that will be my funding for next year's Noel Kanaya Sports Scholarship Fund. And the only way I can do it is but the only way I can do it is the 70. It's 70 is a lot. It's out there. I should have did a better job of chasing them down, but I know now that those 70 will pay before the end of the week at the parish office, and I will use that money next year. We already, through the Knights of Columbus, are funding those. No one, Philip, I hope you agree, we don't turn anybody away because they can't pay. Every child that approaches our program gets to play in our program. Some say, Phil, I'll pay you next week. Phil, I'll pay you next week. Sometimes we just forget about it and the Knights of Columbus pay for it. Next year it will be paid out of the Noel Kanaya Fund, the $4,200 that will come into the chocolate money. So, just one last word about Noel Kanaya. It reminds you that life is very short. Please take advantage of every moment you have with your families and your parents. And parents, remember that too, to kiss your children goodnight, no matter how crappy that day was. And in the morning, So at night, when they go to bed, even though the job sucked or whatever, make your face the smile the last thing they see, and then the first thing they see in the morning. And as for you guys, I think we'd like to have 8th grade back, I think. Can't do it again. Next year, take advantage of next year, okay? So, my team this year, a very talented team, probably the most talented team I've had in years. I've been doing it a while. No, individually, you're very, very talented, every one of you. Every one of you should play next year, should you take advantage of your abilities. So, my team this year was Manny Tona, Darius San Juan, Kyle Dayang Hirang. Did I get it right? I did? All right, good. I've been working on it. Julian Rodriguez, Ari Pineda, Eric Kelly, Nick Tan, and MJ Pereyra. Did I skip one? No. All right. Thank you again, fellas. It's a good year. It's a good year. It's a learning experience. Our most spirited player, Nick Tan. Most improved player, Eric Kelly. And our most valuable player begins with an M, MJ Pereyra. Before you go, fellas, I want you to help me. I want you to help me because I've been entrusted by the Knights of Columbus.
Umiiyak si MJ, umiiyak.
We are going to present to your fellow 8th grader, okay? This one is big to me because he retired for the 12th time, which kind of leaves me now to be the oldest guy around here. But he coached me many years ago, and on behalf of the Knights of Columbus and the Epiphany Parish and Father Eugene Tongol, I present to you the 2012 Roger Bross Epiphany Boy of the Year Award to a very special young man and a special family to our parish. Please bring up Diego Blandino, the Roger Bross Boy of the Year. Very proud of Diego, who will be playing baseball and football next year for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Ladies and gentlemen, the Roger Bross 2012 Boy of the Year, Diego Blandino. Diego, please.
I just want to say thank you to everybody, all my coaches that I had over the years since 3rd through 8th grade, and just thank you to everybody for supporting me.
Thank you, 8th grade.
Coach Russ, if you play for Coach Russell, please come up.